Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. Today, back at Domain Stadium. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
Hi Den, really excited about this one today.
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. Banners ready for the players. We have the toss of the coin. Hawthorn win the toss. Round 20. Only one of these teams in the 8. By contrast, waiting for the siren now, my favourite time of the day, the first bounce.
If you train hard, you'll not only be hard, but you'll be hard to beat. We will see as this game unfolds which team has put in the hard yards.
Griffin kicks. Valentine claims the ball. He puts some power into that kick. Takes it well. Chip kick along the wing. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Looks like he panicked there. Great mark under pressure. Rooted by Birchall. Great mark under pressure. Rioli kicks it a long way. Johnson gets a free kick. Sends it on its way. Marked by Valentine. Slams it on the boot. Nice hands.
Smith is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Rioli really forced to earn that mark. He kicks the ball.
Has it now. He's got the footy in his hands. Marked by Sheridan. Kicks. Nice hands. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Distance could be the problem. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. 20 metres out. Roughead going for number 1. Goal. Roughead getting his first. He's kicked the first goal. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. McAvoy with the tap. A favourable bounce. Handballs to the running man. Fife, a good crummer. He takes control of the loose ball. Smith is streaming past and gets the footy. Nice contested mark by Gunston. Richo, what are his chances from here?
He should kick this.
A mark by Roughead. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. A kick as easy as finding a mullet at a truckers convention. Hawthorn get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. That's 2 now. He's playing well. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Sandlands gets onto the ball. Hill collects. Burgoyne has the ball. He grabs it on the run. Get that weak shiitake mushroom out of here. Takes that one strongly. 90 seconds to go.
Sandilands, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. And the ball goes over the boundary line. McAvoy gets a fist to it. That's an elite skill handballing when being tackled. He gains possession. He boots it.
Dishes it off to the running player. Sandlands shoots for goal. Sandlands just makes the goal line. Fremantle sink there first. First hand's important. Gibson gets it on the bounce. Nicely intercepted by Clark. Quick hands find the running player. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richo?
If you're going to kick that poorly, you may as well just give the ball straight back to the opposition. Weller has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. Hill, with good strong hands, he kicks the ball. Mundy with a strong mark.
Kicks it. takes it well. This is a great angle to kick from. He kicks it. Plucks it out of the air. Shields slams it on the boot. Burgoyne enjoying a height advantage. Jams it on the boot. He wins the contest. Sheridan keeps that one low. A solid mark from Griffin. Gets boot to high. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 6-3. The stats show that both teams are practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. And here's the start of the second term.
If you aren't going all the way, why go at all?
McAvoy wins the tap. Terrible timing by Sandilands. Smith claims the ball. That had some power behind it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Puts boot to ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Gets boot to high. Nice work from Blakely.
Blakely, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. The loose ball is picked up. He grabs the footy. He picks up the loose ball. Tabernac takes a shot. The Dockers still with some work to do to catch up to the Hawks.
Nice torpedo. Shields. Mitchell controls it. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Birchall wins the marking contest. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. Trims the grass with that one. Steady hands there as he holds that one. He gives the ball away. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. Handballs from the tackle. Nicely intercepted by Dawson. Blakely takes it well.
Blakely is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He hand passes it. Mundy intercepts the ball. Hill dishes it off to the running man, sending it on its way. He kicks it long. He marks the ball.
Picture perfect drop punt. Bennell presents and takes the mark. 35 metres out, kicks. Tabernet marks it. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. A chance right here to overtake what's been a powerful opposition. That's 2 in a row for Fremantle. The Dockers are in front. McAvoy taps, controlled by Johnson, gains possession, goes by hand. Burgoyne intercepts it. He's racking up possessions. Willett pumping it long. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Hill has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Burton handballs it. Shields slams the ball to his boot. 90 seconds to go. Griffin with a strong mark. Johnson intercepts the bouncing ball. He hands it out to space. Puts boot to ball. He slams that on the boot.
Passed by Howe. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Howe kicks hard along the boundary line. Gunston gets it on the bounce. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Slips the handball to Johnson. Neal knocks the ball loose with a big tackle. Down goes Schoenmakers. Goes for his 50. Roughhead got under it. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. The ball's in the air. It's a game of fluctuating fortunes as Hawthorn take back the lead.
Roughhead can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
Collected by McAvoy. Lovely hand pass hits the man. The ball spills to Johnson.
Johnson is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Tapped. Neal gets the footy. Sandilands handballs it. He slams that on the boot. Weller just wanted it more then. He gets boot to the ball. Fife with the ball. Puts boot to ball. Burgoyne with the ball. He gets boot to the ball.
Takes the mark all by himself. Goes up the line. Half-time rapidly approaching. Gets boot to leather. Great grab. Griffin puts it on the boot. Over the top of the pack. And that's the end of the term with the Hawks 18, Fremantle 13.
Part of the reason why the Hawks, it's a really even, strong squad at half-time. The Dockers are tired and the competitive edge isn't there.
Let's see with the stats how both teams performed.
The Hawks are dominating the scoreboard, but their stats don't reflect it.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. The crowd anxious. Let's get into the second half.
They struggled throughout the first half, but there's still a half a game to go.
Bumped by Mundy. Burgoyne gets a free kick after throwing the ball. Booted by Burgoyne. Nice mark under pressure. Gets boot to high. Hodge got under it. Chips it down towards half forward. Willett had no chance at that one. Very quiet by his standards. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Going for goal number 1. Spurk gets the upper hand. Bumps the pigskin. Valentine wins the marking contest.
Valentine can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Sending it on its way. He puts power behind that kick.
Kept alive under pressure. He's run out of room and he goes across the line. The Rucks are going at it. Sandlands knocks it down the field. Griffin plays it off by hand. Kicked by Taberner. The Dockers is down by less than a kick. Shields decides to play on. Smith takes it well. Shags that one. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Jams it on the boot now. 5 delusions of grandeur.
Smith is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Sandilands with the tap. Dawson with the pickup. He lays off the pass. Fife plays it off to the man on the run. A good hit out there. Dawson mops up the ball. Takes possession. He manages to intercept the bouncing ball.
The spiralling torpedo from Birchall. Mitchell picks up the bouncing ball. Vickery running in, about to kick. Never looked like going through.
Langdon got a really good footballing brain. He plays the ball to himself. He boots it. The ball is out of bounds. A good hit out there. He takes the footy. Quick hands finding the running player. Fife kicks the ball.
Dances around the boundary line. Burgoyne puts it on the boot. Griffin takes the mark. Counting down, we've hit the 92nd mark. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Fife takes a low stab kick. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Kicks it. It's Edward Scissorhands. Very quiet by his standards. Rioli puts it on the boot. Langdon onto the ball. Finding the running player. Only a minute remaining. And over the boundary line she goes. Fremantle coach using the bench. Claimed by McAvoy. Gunston cops it from behind. Jams it on the boot. That kick was asking a bit much of Spur. One of only a few possessions. Manages to get a hand to it. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. Neal sends the ball on its way. Nice torpedo. Schoenmakers. Great grab. This is a great angle to kick from. He boots it. Gunston. That's 2 in a row for the Hawks. The Hawks leads by 11. Clark with first hands to the ball. Gibson slams it on the boot. Schoenmakers takes the mark uncontested. He surely won't miss from this distance. Schoenmakers. He holds his breath. That's a ripper. He surely won't miss from this distance. I need to bleep myself about now. Roughhead getting another. That's 4 so far. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Knocks it down in front. Lucky bounce collected. Burgoyne takes advantage. Handball finds Hodge. There's been a lot to enjoy in the third quarter. The scores are the Hawks 31, Fremantle 14.
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
Let's have a look at the stats.
Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close. Locked horns in the tackle contests, 24-18. Although Fremantle have had 28 handballs, Hawthorn are on 16, which isn't much of a difference at this stage.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. And the last quarter of this match is underway.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
McAvoy with the tap. He gets his hands on the footy. He has the ball, chips it down towards half forward. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. 45 metres out. Tabernet likes his chances for goal. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. Ruckman awaiting the bounce.
McAvoy is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Mundy shoots for goal. Hit the post, that's a behind.
Might have to kick it to himself. Shields kicks to himself. Sandlands won't be getting under that one. Burgoyne takes it well. A lovely drop punt. The ball bounced favourably for Johnson. 5 feeds it wide. He's got the footy in his hands. He gets his hands on the footy. Griffin with the football. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
He has been outstanding all match, Dan.
Well, it gets the goal with an ambitious kick. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce.
Sanderland's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. Hill boots it. Bennell being penalised there.
Kicks the skin off it. A great effort. Jams it on the boot now. Bennell gets it on the bounce. Sneaks the ball away in time. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. That's 3 in a row for Fremantle. Back in front goes Fremantle. Punch by Sandilands. Gibson with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Fife gets the ball. That ball's travelling. Fife gets the goal with an ambitious kick.
Fife obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else.
McAvoy directs it down. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. He picked it up off the ground. Grabs the footy. Puopolo onto the ball, finding the running player. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 60 metres out. The ball is slammed towards goal by O'Mara. Schoenmakers gets the interception on the bounce. Spurk receives the ball. Dances around the boundary line. Hamling dishes it off by hand. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay.
Fife has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him. Sending it on its way, he gets it under pressure. Sending it on its way, the mark will be paid. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Tabernac boots it long. Subin with the mark.
40 metres from home. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Goal to the Dockers. Fremantle have scored the last 5 goals. Fremantle by 14. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Squeezes out a handball. Burgoyne will take the free after the ball was thrown. Kicked by Burgoyne. Kept alive under pressure. He finds the boundary line regardless. Both ruckmen standing their ground. Clark looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Mundy foolishly pushes his opponent in the back. Gibson sends the ball on its way. Great grab.
Fremantle have just been so dominant in the marking contests, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. He goes for home. Misses for behind. Hawthorn trail.
Takes that one strongly. Hamlin kicks hard along the boundary line. Spurk spills it. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. He takes the ball over the line. It's a good throw in. Batted down nicely by McAvoy. Opportunity for Roughhead, 30 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. Langdon waiting to bring it back into play. Puts boot to ball. Well, he gave it a shot. Sheridan gains possession. What a valiant effort from the Dockers. Richo to wrap up the match.
We have to feel a little bit for the Hawks. They've worked really hard to get into a good position to win this match, and they've let a golden opportunity slip through their fingers.
Enlightening, Richo. Final scores are 45-33. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.